Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. That's right, I said political friends. You know what? I've decided to put some flits on this Glock 27. It's not empty, or it's not loaded. I just cleaned it. Just cleaned the gun. It really wasn't dirty, but cleaned it anyway. I wanted to talk a little politics today. Or I don't know as much politics, to be honest with you. Flits. This stuff is awesome, I have to admit. It is. It's freaking awesome. This gun doesn't really need any wax put on it, in my opinion. Normally I would just put some Rusty's rags on it, but not sure what I did with it. I have it around here. Look, this place is a freaking mess. Anyway, I was thinking about my Uncle Paul. I was just talking about Uncle Paul the other day. Uncle Paul is an interesting character. I wish you guys could have met him. He's a World War II vet, went into the Navy at 17 years old, and was in the Pacific during World War II as they were fighting the Japanese. And the interesting thing is, when you talk to my Uncle Paul about it, he didn't mind talking about the war, and the Pacific, and that time period was tough. It was tough. Japanese were no joke. And when they started that kamikaze, deal, it was a really scary time for those guys. And I remember talking to my Uncle Paul. I'm very blessed to have gotten the chance to talk to him about this stuff. But I remember talking to him about it, and he would tell me he'd never been more scared in his life. 17 years old, in the belly of a ship in the Pacific, and the kamikazes are coming in, and he would say, man, you couldn't, to hear him tell it, you couldn't stop the kamikazes. I mean, you didn't get lucky, but for the most part, the kamikazes sank a lot of ships. I don't know the number. If somebody does, put it in the comment section. But I mean, I know it's a lot of ships. And I think about what I was like at 17. And I don't think, to be honest with you, I was quite the man my Uncle Paul was. But here's where it gets tricky. In comparison to Generation Snowflake, who need a safe space and some crayons to color with when they're in college. I think about these kids today. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I know there's exceptions to this rule, and I know a few of the exceptions. And they know who they are, so they shouldn't get too butthurt about this. The truth of the matter is that my generation, Generation X, has done a horrible job at raising their children. All right. I said it. I don't care. I don't have any kids, so I guess I don't everybody blow back too much. But listen, safe spaces, really? I mean, and I know this is old news. This is something that's been going on for quite some time. But, I mean, my God. My uncle was 17 in the belly of a ship with kamikazes coming down on him. There was no safe space. You know what? He manned up and he did his job. He came home, he started a family, and he lived his life. He was a contributor to society. Literally, a contributor to this country. And these kids today, I swear to God, and they're all products of my generation. My generation did such a shitty job. I have tons of friends who have kids. And I watch them literally treat their kids like their friends. And every one of them had their Nintendos and flat screen TVs and all of this stuff that they never had to work for. Like I said, I have some exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, they're all worthless. Well, I don't know. I'm hoping that there will be enough of them to kind of rise up, man up, if you will. But, man, when I see some of the stuff, especially posted on Facebook, I'm like, oh, my God. Anyway, that's all I got. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of Generation Snowflake. And also, if you're Generation X, as I am, and you have children, chime in. Because I've just indicted the whole lot of you for being horrible parents. Now, like I said, there's exceptions. I had a few friends that would put the wood to their parent or to their kids' butts, but not many. In fact, of course, society's changed so much too, but that's a wholly another thing. We need to go back to some real basics in this country. You teach the 3 R's, fuck everything else. Maybe some gym class to work off some of the steam, but for the most part, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Yes, I know it doesn't, I know it's not spelled correctly, but it's the 3 R's, damn it. It always was the 3 R's. When it was the 3 R's, we were putting men to the moon. So, yeah, teach the 3 R's, and you know what? Give the principals in the elementary schools their paddles back. Because God knows I got my ass paddled when I needed it, and I'm a better person for it today. All right, that's all I got. Everybody take care. Chime in. See ya.